It was the summer of 1892. In the quiet town of Fall River, Massachusetts, stood a large grey stone house where the Borden family lived. This house was a strange mix of wealth and a cold unease. Living in the house were Andrew Borden, the father, his second wife Abby Borden, Andrew's younger daughter Lizzie Borden, and her occasionally visiting older sister Emma Borden. Andrew was an extremely frugal and disciplined man. Arguments about money were frequent in the household. Lizzie and her sister Emma often showed open hostility towards their stepmother, Abby. Lizzie's life in that house was overshadowed by old, worn furniture and simmering resentment toward Abby. But that summer morning, everything was about to change. An extraordinary morning. On the morning of August 4th, the sun rose as usual over Fall River. It was around 9 a.m. The family maid, Bridget Sullivan, was in the kitchen preparing breakfast. For days, all the family members had been feeling unwell. They complained of stomach pains and fatigue. Lizzie was unusually cheerful that morning. At one point, she claimed to be in the barn looking for lead weights. Andrew Borden, after finishing his breakfast, lay down on the sofa in the sitting room. Meanwhile, Abby was upstairs cleaning the guest bedroom. The scream of silence. Bridget stepped outside, tired of the oppressive summer heat. She suddenly heard Lizzie calling out, "Bridget! Come quick! Someone has killed my father!" The maid rushed into the sitting room, and the sight before her horrified her. Andrew Borden lay lifeless on the sofa. His face was unrecognizable. He had been struck repeatedly on the head. Blood was dripping onto the floor and had splattered the walls. When the police arrived, they discovered something even more terrifying upstairs. In the guest bedroom lay Abby Borden's body. She was face down, her skull shattered by at least 19 blows with a hatchet. It was clear she had been killed before Andrew. Suspicions and contradictions. The gruesome murders sent shockwaves through the town. All eyes quickly turned to Lizzie Borden. She claimed that when she discovered her father's body, she had been alone in the house. However, her statements were riddled with contradictions. Earlier, she said she had been in the barn for nearly an hour. No blood-stained clothing was found. The murder weapon was missing. Bridget, the maid, revealed that Lizzie had been at odds with her stepmother, and that the arguments had grown more frequent. Additionally, a local pharmacist claimed Lizzie had tried to buy poison a few days before the murders. During a search of the house, police found a hatchet in the basement. However, its handle was broken and no blood was visible on the blade. Lizzie denied everything. Guilty or innocent? Lizzie Borden was arrested and brought to trial. The case became one of America's most famous trials. Newspapers painted Lizzie as a cold-blooded killer, but there was no conclusive evidence. The hatchet had no blood. Lizzie's whereabouts during the murders couldn't be definitively confirmed. No one had seen Lizzie covered in blood. The trial lasted for weeks. The jury ultimately found Lizzie Borden not guilty. Upon her release, Lizzie only said one thing to the press: "I am innocent." However, the people of Fall River never forgave her. Lizzie spent the rest of her life in isolation, haunted by whispers and the shadows of suspicion. The legend behind the mystery. The Lizzie Borden murders were never solved. The real killer was never found, and whether Lizzie was guilty or innocent remains a mystery. However, the case has inspired books, films, and even chilling nursery rhymes. Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. This grim verse serves as a chilling reminder of one of the most unsettling and unsolved murders in American history. Was Lizzie truly innocent, or was she a cold-blooded killer? That question remains unanswered to this day.